Page 358, Spinning Song, a very famous piece. I remember playing this back when I was a kid. It's a lot of fun to play. It's kind of tricky in places, so we'll talk about it. I look it over, it's 3 pages long. Means there's a page turn to deal with, but we can deal with that at the time. Treble bass clef to start, at least. 1 flat in the key signature, so you're wondering, what is it? Well, this is in the key of F major. So go ahead and do the scale for F major and D minor. Arpeggios 2, you've heard this lecture before, blah, blah, blah. Okay. 2/4 time signature, and we got a lot of 8th notes and 16th notes. So we're going to take it super slow. I like a fingering that lets me connect the notes if I can get it. I can't get it in this piece, but it's kind of fun. The staccatos help us out. Right hand, 1 E and a 2 down here on an A. Don't forget the B flats, they're in a 1 E. And then this fingering, good idea. You can do that. The staccatos will help. Right now I want to connect it if I can. Reach down. Major 6, if you don't want to be up in here, then you got to do that. Probably should finger that way. But if you can, put it up here. One thing that kind of helps with this is that these 2 notes, there's no black key here or here, so you got a little more room to get up here. Where normally with 2 black keys, you don't have that much room. Here you might be able to fit. If you can, do it that way. Here. Measure 11. 1 and 2 and 3. And this fingering is good. I like this fingering. Now measure 12, we here. And measure 13, it's here. And 1 and 2 again. Normally I would look at that and say, yuck. I don't want to go there. Then I would find other fingerings. Well, there's options. I can go here, and then rather than 1 and 2, I'd come over and 2/4, because that's typical for parallel third. Whatever, I'm going up. But I can do that way. Or, I'll measure 12, instead of 1 and 3, I do 1 and 2, and now I start out with 2/4. Then 2/4, then a 1. I can do that. That works fine too. But the staccatos are going to help us out, and the fingering in the book works, so you can do that. Yeah, whichever. You're going to get this in a few places, and do it the same way everywhere. Now measure 18. Look up. We're here. Hold that down, and then lift up. For half a beat, all of those notes are down. So getting into that, measure 17, is it? It's here, now, and then come down here, and then. Okay. When you get to measure 27, here, flex at the wrist here, very small, and don't come way up. It's just a little bit, just. The melody's in the other hand. Fingering is fine. Measure 42 to here, and then that's good. Because you got to be prepared for that. Here. So again, a measure 42 here, and then here. 3, 2, 1. So you're ready for that. Page 340 is set just like most of page 358, except the last line on 340 is different. You have measure 77, you hear, and then it's 2/4. We have 2 voices. You see the stems going everywhere? Well, when you start at 77, you're fine, but then at the quarter notes, 2 voices. You have 2 notes here, it's 1 stem's going down, and then the top voice. Well, the top voice is melody. That's the melody. These others are harmony. And they're doing the same. So, here. Hold that down. Here. Connect all that together. Connect this. It's good exercise. And again, I'm using weight, believe it or not. Weights on these fingers, and then here, shift it, and then these fingers. Same thing. I'm shifting weight just from one finger to the other. Don't push down real hard. Once you get it down, you don't have to push down hardly at all. It stays down by itself. And then here. How soft can you play this? Because that helps you stay light and relaxed. Here. How soft can you play that? It just feels weird, but the lighter you can play that, more relaxed you can be. Let the wrist collapse a little bit. I'm exaggerating. The point is, stay relaxed and let the weight just travel. Takes a little bit of doing on that one, a little extra work, huh? Left hand just broken chords. Just rotating here. And then when you get to measure 11, it's octaves. If you can, if you want to, and measure 10 here. You can prepare for measure 11 by using third finger on that last F. Now you're ready. Just preparing for that. Don't have to. You stay there. Because you can do that. It's good practice. But if it were going to do that pattern, I'd do that. So I'll leave that up to you, fingering. You and your teacher will figure that out. Now on measure 27, melody is left hand. Just make sure that, like measure 28, that's an eighth note. Don't hold it out. It's not real short. It's not staccato. No, it's an eighth note. The right hand's playing eighth notes, so you can lift both hands up at the same time on the second eighth notes. Right. Now measure 43, you're here. And measure 44, you do the 2-3 if you want. If you don't want to come up here. And B natural, measure 45 now. Because you have a B flat in the key signature. Okay. Then I put the hands together slowly. Measure third measure, it's here. Through and I'll put the hands together, and then I'll go back over just a few lines at a time or whatever and get rid of the hesitations. No hesitations except for the page turn. You can hesitate there for now. We'll deal with that later. Once I have the hesitations gone, then I'll add in the articulation. And these are flexing here, the wrist, short staccato. Accent. And the fourth measure, you have the tenuto. Hang on to that. Linger on that. They're pretty simple on the staccatos, and you do that. Yeah. Now watch out on measure 27 here. It says above the staff, detached. That's telling you for the right hand, play them staccato. It saves them having to put the staccato dots on all the notes. So they just tell you detached. And it's only the right hand. In that case, you're not going to come up at the same time. You're going to come up here when you play the second one. Here. On each of these. So with that eighth note, it's just one eighth note. Yeah. I tend to hold it too long, but that's my problem. You can do it correctly. Then the dynamics. Play the melody, most of it's right hand until the left hand gets it. I guess that makes sense, doesn't it? At the beginning, it's soft. But when the right hand comes in, it's soft. So the left hand's got to get out of the way. See? Makes the accent and note that's sort of soft. Huh? Measure 11, you get a crescendo, soft. Plan it out so I don't get loud until measure 14. You got to check this out. Most of your crescendo is going to be measure 13. And then you get accents on top of the loud. That makes them very loud. And they're not staccato on those two notes. And measure 14. Yeah. Yeah. Just the left hand. And then soft. Do it again. And then come down. Back to soft. Now I would connect measure 18 and 19. I don't go, because those eighth notes in measure 18 lead into measure 19. And when it leads into it, I connect it. That's interpretation. Measure 27 is the left hand. The accent will make it sort of soft. Very soft. Measure 33. I tend to put a little swell, and then come down. And then softer, and then up, and then down. Measure 40, and so you get the crescendo. And then soft. Those three are soft, but the one before is going to be sort of loud here. So again, measure 39, you're soft. Then come up, louder, soft. This is soft in here. And then measure, 50, you get a crescendo. Soft. All of a sudden. Yeah, you do the dynamics. And then the speed. Well, it's got it. How fast can you play that accurately? Or that at the end? How fast can you play that accurately? That's going to be your allegretto for now. The whole thing should be at one speed, except for when you have to retard, like in measure 18. And then the odd tempo tells you to go back and take off again. Now I tend to have a problem in this piece. Big deal, a lot of problems. But on this, with that position, that where the black note is, I don't play this note very well. I tend to miss it. And that's got a natural accent. Do that. Accent every eighth note for a while if you have to. Just make sure those are all sounding evenly and controlled. Now let's talk about this page turn. There's a few ways of handling page turns. The best thing to do is memorize the piece, or at least memorize page 340. Now, page 340 is the same as page 358, if you'll notice, all the way except for the last line. Until you get down to around measure 25, 26, and in there, then it changes. Because a lot of times when one page is the same as another, you just go back and read page 358 again. Except you got to have the last line on page 340 memorized. Otherwise, you still got to turn the page. Another way of doing this is, since at the bottom of page 359, the right hand isn't doing anything, just the left, you got time in the right hand to turn the page. Just don't mess up the rhythm because you're turning a page. No. Let's play this together very slowly and check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to do the dynamics, the louds and softs. I'll do the staccatos and things. And I can't do a page turn on this because the music's too far away from me. I can't reach it. So we're going to do pages 358 and 359, then we're going to stop. I'm going to turn the page. I'm going to count us in again, 2 beats, because there's 2 4 measures. And then we'll do page 340. Just check notes and rhythms. That's all this is. I'll give us 2 counts. Now, because we have eighth notes throughout pretty much, I'm going to put the metronome on eighth notes. So it's beating eighth notes. But I'll give us 2 quarter note counts to come in. Ready, and go, and. Stop and turn the page. Ready, and go, and. Rest, and.